The easiest way to get a girlfriend is while you're still pursuing some sort of education. Once you graduate, your chances of finding a girlfriend significantly decreases, especially if you're not someone that's very outgoing and you don't go out much. Life after you graduate, you stop hanging out with people every day. You mostly play video games or watch TV. You don't have as much opportunities to make new friends. And if you don't meet new people, it's hard to find a potential partner. And I think this is especially true in modern times because people don't go out anymore. People get stuck on their devices and spend most of their time inside. And they socialize the most when they were in school. Outside of school, they don't really talk to that many people. Having connections is a big part of finding a girlfriend. Just like having connections, it makes it easier for you to find a job, especially in the corporate world. And most people nowadays don't have many friends, and they struggle to find new friends. So when you don't have that many people to hang out with, your chances also decrease. When you have a lot of friends and they ask you to hang out, they might bring their friends, and it could be a girl that you're interested in, and she might be interested in you too. So when you think about it, finding a girlfriend is the same thing as looking for a job. Having connections, networking makes everything easier. A lot of men are just lost. They waste time on girls that are not interested in them. You have to make your intentions known from the beginning so you don't waste your time. Tell the girl you're interested in them, and if they feel the same, continue talking to them. And if they don't, then move on. Most men make the mistake of talking to a girl for months just to find out they only see them as a friend, and they waste a lot of time trying to play the game. If you're in the friend zone, you're probably gonna be stuck in the friend zone. If a girl ignores you, she probably doesn't like you. If a girl likes a guy, she'll want to talk to them, be in their presence, and get their attention. People make dating more complicated than it really is. And there's a lot of bad advice out there. People tell you to not focus on finding a relationship. But if that's what you want, then that's something you have to focus on. Finding a relationship is the same thing as finding a job. You can work on your resume all day long. You can work on your interview skills all day long. But if you're not out there looking for a job, if you're not out there networking, making connections, you're probably not gonna find a job. A job isn't just gonna magically land in your arms. You could be focusing on yourself, working out, getting a good paying job, have your life together, becoming the best version of yourself. But if you're not looking for a good relationship, you're not gonna find one. If you just stay inside all day, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to find a girlfriend. How many girls do you see in a day? How many girls do you see in a month? If you don't meet new people, how are you gonna build a relationship with someone? You have to put yourself out there, and it's not gonna be easy. It's not something you're used to. It's gonna feel awkward at first. You probably don't even know how to hold a conversation because you never worked on your communication skills. But that's something you're gonna have to work on. If you want to be successful at anything, your actions have to align with what you want. If you want a relationship, are you going out there to meet new people, trying to build a relationship? If you want a job, are you out there looking for a job? If you want a better job, are you looking for a better job? Are you making connections? Are you working on your interviewing skills? Are you working on your resume? If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to work towards it. No amount of thinking, complaining will get you there. Actions is what gets you there. What you do will determine if you achieve your goals or not. And that's just how life works. Most men struggle to hold a conversation. They overcomplicate how to talk to a girl. You just have to talk to them like you're talking to your guy friends. They're human just like you. So if you struggle to hold a conversation with a girl, it just means you don't talk to girls that much. So you put them way up here and put yourself way down here. You don't have to be intimidated. It's like anything else you do in life. If you've never done it before, or if you don't do it often, it's not going to feel normal for you. You're not going to be very confident. But the more you do something, the better you get at it. So the more you talk to girls, you'll get better at it. But you can't be afraid of rejection. That's going to hold you back. That's going to hold you back in a lot of things in life. Imagine if you're scared to ask for a raise at a job because you're scared your boss will say no. You're never going to get a raise if you don't ask. You're never going to get a promotion if you don't ask. To get anything you want in life, you have to try. You have to put in effort. Nothing is easy in life. And if something is easy, it's because you put a lot of time and effort in it and you've gotten better at it. So you have to apply that in other areas of your life. Most guys overthink about how to approach a girl, how to start a conversation, how to keep a conversation going, how to get a girl interested in them, how to get a girl to like you. You're thinking way too much. You just have to be yourself, like the way you are around your friends. That's the most confident version of you, and that's gonna give you the best chance of getting a girl to like you because you're being your authentic self. Girls can sense when a guy is being fake, or when a guy is trying too hard, or if they're not being themselves. So you don't have to try so hard to be someone that you're not. As long as you be yourself, you'll eventually find a girlfriend. There's someone out there for everyone. You could be attractive to one person and be unattractive to someone else. No one is attractive to everyone. Everyone has different tastes. Everyone likes different things. So you have to be a little bit more confident in yourself. And being attractive is not just physical qualities, it's also your personality. There's probably people that you didn't think were attractive at first, but the more you get to know them, you start to find them a little bit more attractive because they have such a great personality. And there were probably people that you found physically attractive, but the more you get to know them, their personality just ain't it, and you start to find them less attractive. You don't need to overthink about how to talk to a girl, because when you do overthink, your mind will go blank. You don't need to overthink the dating game. Just let the conversation flow naturally. Those are the best conversations. You don't need to think about how to navigate a conversation before you even talk to a girl. You don't need to create a conversation in your head ahead of time. If she says this, then you're gonna say that. You don't need to think about your response. You don't need to think about how to keep a conversation going. You don't think about that with your friends. You just let the conversation flow naturally. And when y'all joke around, it's natural. Just have a good time. The best times are when you're not overthinking. Most men don't know how to flirt, but that just takes practice. You're not gonna know how to do the best workouts if you just listen to advice all day. You have to physically go to the gym and put in the work. Your form isn't going to be the best at first. You're not going to know how to do every workout properly if you're a beginner or if you've never done it before. But the more you practice, the better you'll get. Eventually, you'll find the best exercises for you, what works for you. And that's the same thing with flirting. You have to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. You can't just memorize a pickup line or memorize what to say. Two people can tell the same joke. One person will be funny and the other one won't be. It's not the joke that makes you funny. It's the way you say it. It's your delivery. And every comedian has their own jokes. Every comedian has their own style, what works for them. So the only way to find out what works for you is through practice. You have to talk to women if you want to get better at flirting. You won't be good at it at first, but you will get better. Lacking confidence is another issue. Most men think they're not good looking enough or tall enough. They think that personality doesn't matter if a girl doesn't find you physically attractive. The problem is thinking they've lost the game when they haven't even played yet. Most men struggle with finding a girlfriend because they don't even try. They just think no girls want them. They might have got rejected 1 or 2 times, but they overinflate the amount of rejections they actually experience. And they just give up and they blame women for their unmet expectations. You know what the problem is? Men blame women for being picky and choosing the most successful men. But that's how it always was since the dawn of time. Women always wanted the most capable man to protect and provide for the family. And if you weren't capable, you were probably gonna struggle with finding a girlfriend. Even back in the day, when people used to hunt for food, women would pick the best hunter to be able to feed the family. The most capable men always got the most women. Nothing has changed.